This is Nightline.
Tonight, ex-husband arrested. A man charged in the murders of the happily married dentist and his wife.
There's a body. He's laying next to his bed, off of his bed, in his blood.
What we're learning about his connection to the victims.
There was a divorce at the heart of this all, could suggest this is about love.
Did this grainy surveillance video help crack the case? Plus, Golden Globes, inside Hollywood's Party of the Year, from the style standouts on the red carpet to the first-time winners like Tiana Taylor.
We belong in every room we walk into. Our voices matter, and our dreams deserve space.
And Timothy Chalamet.
If you would have told me when I was 19 years old, I'd be thinking Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank.
Could their road soon lead to an Oscar? And remembering a legend, Grateful Dead guitarist and founding member Bob Weir, known for his indomitable spirit and nimble-fingered melodic playing, hits like Touch of Grey.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Tonight, the stunning arrest in the murders of a young dentist and his wife. Her ex-husband now behind bars, charged with the killings. Authorities say the alleged murderer shot the couple in their Ohio home, leaving their young children and dog unharmed inside. Michael David McKee appearing in court for the first time today, charged with the murder of his ex-wife Monique Tepe and her husband, dentist Dr. Spencer Tepe.
On behalf of Mr. McKee, I will assert his right to counsel. I will assert his right to remain silent.
Columbus police say the 39-year-old was taken into custody without incident on Saturday in Illinois, 2 states away from where the murders occurred in Columbus, Ohio.
With prosecutors upgrading Michael McKee's charge to aggravated murder, he could be sentenced to life in prison or be given the death penalty.
Aggravated murder implies that this was premeditated. He drove 360 miles one way from Chicago to Columbus, Ohio. And so my sense would be the police have found written documents, social media, things that he has memorialized that have convinced them that he had planned this for quite some time.
Police have not yet released a possible motive for the crimes. The 37 and 39-year-olds shot to death just 1 month before their 5th wedding anniversary. The mystery surrounding the gruesome shooting deaths, rattling the community for nearly 2 weeks.
The urgent search for answers in the killings of a dentist and his wife in their home in Columbus, Ohio.
Folks in the neighborhood shocked by this news.
My heart just goes out to them. That's terrible to hear that happen, especially so close. It is a little bit worrying, but all I can think about is those kids.
What kind of person can take 2 parents away from such young children and just two beautiful people away from this earth?
It all began just before New Year's Eve.
We noticed nothing different. Everybody was in bright spirits.
Rob Misla is the couple's brother-in-law and spent Christmas with them just days earlier.
Everything just seemed totally normal like this. We were totally blindsided by what happened.
When Spencer didn't show up for work on December 30th, his boss asked police to do a wellness check.
He is always on time, and this is very out of character. And we can't get in touch with his wife, which is probably the more concerning thing.
They were concerned because they hadn't heard from their employee, didn't show up for work, and they were just concerned that maybe something was wrong with their employee.
Recently released body cam shows a Columbus police officer had gone to a different address than the Tepes, responding to that 911 call about a wellness check around 9:15 a.m.
He spent about 10 minutes doing what he thought was appropriate. Had it been the right house, knocking on the door, going around to the backyard, doing all the things that you would do in an effort to try to reach out to the family or to anyone that may have been in that home.
About a half hour later, concerned friends showed up and called 911 again.
So I can hear kids inside, and I swear I think I heard one yell, but we can't get in. At this point, I don't know if I need to break the door in or just get in the house or what.
Their 2 young children, a 1-year-old son and a 4-year-old daughter, they're at the home that had suddenly become a crime scene.
Oh, there's a body. He's laying next to his bed, off of his bed, in his blood.
Their parents dead. Spencer had been shot multiple times. Monique was found with at least one gunshot wound to the chest. The kids and the family dog unharmed. At the time, police did not believe it was a murder-suicide. There were no signs of forced injury. Police then releasing this eerie video, asking the public for tips about this person of interest walking in the alley near the Tepes residence. According to the complaint obtained by ABC Columbus affiliate WSYX, detectives eventually identified McKee, a surgeon, as a suspect through neighborhood surveillance. The suspect was tracked to a vehicle which arrived just prior to the homicide and left shortly after. Detectives identified the vehicle further and linked it to McKee. The vehicle was located in Rockford, Illinois, and detectives found evidence of McKee in possession of the vehicle prior to and after the homicides. Spencer and Monique had been a beloved part of the community.
Bright, warm, welcoming, constantly smiling, just joyous. They love to laugh. They love to be goofy.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
To their family and friends, they were deeply in love, hosting their wedding at their Ohio home in 2021.
It was just such a magic moment. It was kind of the uniting of two families. Those two brought people from, different sides together, and they were just the glue.
According to court documents obtained by Columbus ABC affiliate WSYX, Monique and McKee were married on August 22, 2015. They had no children together, and Monique divorced him in 2017 on the grounds of incompatibility. Neither was ordered to pay spousal support.
Looking at the divorce, the most remarkable thing about it is that it's not remarkable. These were two people who were married for a very short period of time, didn't share any marital assets or money, and they pretty much split their divorce with whatever you brought in, you take with you.
If you look at what I'm going to call prior partner homicides, is that it's usually driven by anger, rage, jealousy, and revenge. If he is the correct suspect, this has been brooding in his mind for years.
McKee's neighbors back in Illinois stunned by the murder allegations.
I met him up at the pool. He did not seem like somebody that would do something like this. Of course, you never know. And how do you explain to a child that mom and dad are here one day and gone the next? And those are the real victims of this whole case here.
He's currently being held at a jail in Illinois, awaiting extradition to Ohio. Now Monique and Spencer's families rallying around the couple's two children.
I want people to know that they're not just a dentist and his wife who were murdered. They were excellent parents of two young children.
The Tepes family releasing a statement after the arrest, saying in part, "Today's arrest represents an important step toward justice for Monique and Spencer. As the case proceeds, we trust the justice system to hold the person responsible fully accountable." Funerals for the couple were held on Sunday.
During the extradition hearing, his Illinois defense attorney said that he invokes his right to remain silent and will be pleading not guilty once he's in Ohio. These are not formal pleas of not guilty, but we do get a sense that McKee will be fighting these charges.
I believe that the police and the prosecutor have more than just his car was close to Monique's house and then it returned to Chicago. Did they find writings in the apartment that he was going to do this or had done it? Did he say something online? Has he talked to a friend? There's all sorts of pieces of potential information that could put this case together.
We'll, of course, continue to follow this case as it unfolds. And now a look ahead at tomorrow's show. Tabloid tell-alls like Jerry Springer and Maury Povich.
Andrew, you are not the father.
For all the rage of the 90s and their all-the-rage forward style changed TV forever, why viewers couldn't get enough.
Looking back, do you ever feel like you went too far?
No, not me.
And when we come back, from Timothy Chalamet to One Battle After Another's Tiana Taylor.
We belong in every room we walk into. Our voices matter, and our dreams deserve space.
The big winners of this year's Golden Globes after the break. Welcome back. With the countdown to the Oscars officially underway, Last night's Golden Globes showed the films and actors leading the pack. Here's my Nightline co-anchor, Juju Chang.
At the first major award show this year, Hollywood's A-list embraced quiet elegance. Like Jennifer Lawrence and Jennifer Lopez.
Everyone just came ready to celebrate. Tiana Taylor looked gorgeous on the carpet. Kate Hudson lit up the entire room.
Everyone in this town is obsessed with looking younger. Meanwhile, Sean Penn is like, what if I slowly morph into a sexy leather handbag? And I feel like it's hot.
For the second year in a row, host Nikki Glaser was ready to roast. Sorry, Leo.
You've won 3 Golden Globes, an Oscar, and the most impressive thing is that you were able to accomplish all of that before your girlfriend turned 30. I mean, it's just insane.
But Leo may have had the last laugh.
Thank you, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei. Thank you.
And the winner is One Battle After Another.
The film he stars in, One Battle After Another, the big winner, taking home 4 awards, including Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy.
Thank you to this cast. What an embarrassment of riches and talent.
Tiana Taylor.
Part of that talented group, newcomer Tiana Taylor, who took home Best Supporting Actress.
To my brown sisters and little brown girls watching tonight, our softness is not a liability. Our depth is not too much. Our light does not need permission to shine. We belong in every room we walk into. Our voices matter.
There were many firsts. 11 actors took home their first Golden Globe, from Timothée Chalamet.
If you would have told me when I was 19 years old, I'd be thanking Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank. All right, you're laughing, so I got away with that. Thank you, Kevin.
This could be his moment, getting towards the Oscars. He became the youngest winner ever for lead actor comedy for his turn in Marty Supreme. But as someone who has followed this awards race for his entire career, when it comes to age is a number when it comes to at least the leading men.
The youngest ever winner, Owen Cooper, for Adolescence.
I took a risk and I went to drama classes. I was the only boy there. It was embarrassing, but, I got through it.
The show also giving a nod to the expanding reach of podcasts with a new category. Former Globes host Amy Poehler winning for Good Hang with Amy Poehler.
I don't know about award shows, but when they get it right, it makes sense.
It really does celebrate a medium that I think does deserve some celebration. Podcasts are part of our daily routine. Get in a car, driving long distances. We're listening to 1, 2, 3, 4 podcasts at a time.
It was a golden night for so many. Like K-pop Demon Hunter singer EJ accepting the award for Best Original Song, Golden.
It's a dream come true to be part of a song that is helping other girls, other boys, and everyone from all ages to get through their hardship and to accept themselves.
On the TV side, Noah Wiley from The Pit, scooping up Best Male Actor in a Drama.
Oh my goodness, I'm so incredibly grateful, and I don't know how to say all my gratitude for 54 years and 60 seconds.
And The Studio, a show all about Hollywood itself, leading the TV comedy category, winning Best Series as well as Best Actor for Seth Rogen.
We just pretended to do this. And now it's happening. Thought the only way I would get to hold one is to create a whole show to give myself a fake one.
The final award, Best Drama, going to Hamnet, shocking the film's director Chloe Zhao and setting up lots of speculation for who could win big at the Oscars.
I think when you look at the Best Picture race now after the Golden Globes, One Battle After Another clearly being the one to beat, but Hamnet from Chloe Zhao fiercely behind them, and I wouldn't count out Sinners. I think we have a 3-horse race at the moment where really it may look like an easy answer, but anything can happen.
Our thanks to Juju. Now get out there and see some of those amazing films. The Oscar nominations will be revealed next Thursday, January 22nd. And of course, you can watch the Oscars here on ABC in March. We turn now to the passing of a true rock and roll legend, Bob Weir, known as much for his good nature and generosity of spirit as for his melodic guitar playing. On stage with the iconic band he co-founded, the Grateful Dead. Here's ABC's Linsey Davis.
For more than half a century, he stood at the center of the sound that refused to sit still inviting generations to listen, to wander, and stay a while. As a founding member of the Grateful Dead, Bob Weir's influence stretched far beyond the stage, a rock and roll giant whose music helped define American rock, writing and singing classics like Mexicali Blues,
Cherish well your thoughts, keep a tight grip on the booze, 'cause thinking and drinking are all I have today.
and One More Saturday Night.
One more Saturday night.
A statement from his family shared that after courageously beating cancer as only Bobby could, unfortunately, he succumbed to underlying lung issues. He was just a teen when he met Jerry Garcia on a California sidewalk. What followed wasn't just a band, it was a long, strange trip that would stretch across decades, highways, and millions of lives. Together, they formed what would become the Grateful Dead, an experimental band that rejected rules, embraced improvisation, and built one of the most devoted fan bases in music history, known as Deadheads, often showing up in a sea of tie-dye. After Garcia's death in 1995, many thought the music would fade, but Weir kept it alive, joining his former bandmates to create Dead & Company in 2015. Last August, they returned to San Francisco's Golden Gate Park, celebrating 60 years of the Grateful Dead with a 3-night run in front of some 180,000 fans.
Let's get on with the show.
Heartfelt tributes highlight Weir's impact, not only as a musician, but as a force, a man who came of age alongside the music that now defines him. Guitarist and singer Billy Strings wrote about the 78-year-old, "We're all completely devastated, but I also can't help but feel like he's at total peace and more magical now than he ever was." And iconic singer-songwriter Warren Haynes added, "He was genuinely a beautiful human being, and I am honored to have known him as a friend. The world of music will keep his spirit alive."
Our thanks to Linsey. Bob Weir is survived by his wife and 2 daughters, and millions of devoted Deadheads. When we come back, meet the deer with the heart of a lion. And finally tonight, small in stature, huge in heart, it's our Nightlight. The Wrocław Zoo in Poland celebrating 2 of its residents after catching the unlikely pair playing together. The video captures a tiny muskjak deer rushing a giant rhino named Ruska, who jumps around playfully and then rushes back, stopping before making contact with a much smaller animal. The zoo says the pair have lived together peacefully for years, sometimes even sharing meals. That was a tongue twister. We all learned something there. And that's Nightline for this evening. You can watch all of our full episodes on Disney Plus and Hulu. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thanks for the company, America.